Good afternoon, I'm Wendy Petrie and this is your afternoon news fix for the 29th of May. Aucklanders should check for weather updates with wet and windy conditions predicted to continue until early tomorrow. Emergency Management Acting General Manager Adam Maggs is advising people to drive to the conditions. Gusts could peak at 120 kilometres per hour. Maggs says heavy wind can damage trees and power lines.
Just think about what may happen with the weather coming through and just be a little bit more prepared because there could be that chance of power outages.
Outages have been recorded in Rodney, West Auckland and South Auckland. A lightning bolt set fire to a wastewater treatment plant in Beachlands. It's now out and Watercare has confirmed there's been no environmental impact. An MP for Ohopo is urging drivers to stay safe after 2 fatal crashes in a week. Police say there was a head-on collision after a car crossed the centre line on State Highway 3 in Waikato. The Automobile Association deemed the stretch of road between Hamilton and Te Awamutu one of the country's most perilous in 2016. Taranaki King Country MP Barbara Kiriga says that's no longer the case.
There's a lot of worse pieces of road that I could point to. It's not a particularly dangerous piece of road, but obviously something happened in that situation that has resulted in an accident.
Auckland department store Smith & Co's will close next year, affecting nearly 250 staff. It's one of New Zealand's few such stores remaining, with Wellington's Kirkcaldy and Staines and Southland's H&J Smith closing in recent years. Chair Tony Coe says revenues dropped 40% across its 2 stores in the past 5 years. Newstalk ZB's Shannon Johnstone says it has a long history in the city.
The business has been running for 144 years and is famous for its globally acclaimed Christmas window displays.
Fonterra is trying to temper dairy expectations for the upcoming season. It's forecasting a midpoint farm gate milk price of $8, just up from last season's $7.80. The dairy co-op says global conditions remain volatile and demand from China is recovering slowly. The country's Jamie Mackay says it forecast about 50 cents lower than banks and future markets had predicted.
I've given a very wide band, $7.25 to $8.75. That's very conservative.
To sport now, and the Black Caps squad are relaxed about not having official warm-up games for the 2020 Cricket World Cup ahead of their campaign starting next week. While several of the competing teams will face off against each other over the coming days as final preparations, the Black Caps will instead focus on training. Pace bowler Matt Henry says they've had enough cricket together and know the way they want to play. New Zealand's first game is against Afghanistan next Saturday. And Michelle Payne, the first female jockey to win the Melbourne World Cup, will retire from horse racing later this year.
Prince of Penzance from Max Dynamo. Prince of Penzance, it's history at Flemington, Michelle Payne.
Payne has told Racing Victoria she won't apply for a renewal of her jockey licence when it's up at the end of July. Payne's win on the New Zealand-bred Prince of Penzance in 2015 was later immortalised into a movie. I'm Wendy Petrie. That's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update tomorrow morning from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.